So my oldest son recently gifted me a brand new set of travel packing cubes, and now that I've got actually a couple of sets here. This is Shannon's. This is the set that I've been using for a couple of years. I thought I would go over each and show you kind of the features. And if you're in the market, or if you've never used packing cubes and you're interested in packing cubes, this will give you a chance to look at 3 different types and see which might be best for you. The first that I have here is made by TravelWise. I think I've been using these since about 2019, and there are 1, 2, 3. This is a 5-piece set, and they come in varying sizes. I don't use the whole set. Usually we are carry-on only, so I usually use maybe the biggest one here for shirts, or this one, depending on if it's summer, is short sleeve shirts don't generally take up as much room, and then these two. These are pretty standard. There's nothing really fancy about these. The material's pretty sturdy. They've held up well. I haven't had any problems out of them. But if you are if you're check baggage, if you're a person that checks a bag, then you would have more than enough packing cubes here. You could, depending on how long you were gone, you could pack several pairs of pants, several pairs of shirts there. This could be, or maybe long sleeve, short sleeve, active wear. I mean, there's plenty here to get you through. These, like I said, there's nothing fancy about them. They do each have handles. The zippers have held up well. I haven't had any problems out of them at all. This set right here comes from Level 8, and it is part of their collection that fits in their carry-on. A lot of carry-on or luggage manufacturers have their own packing cubes, and the advantage you have with these is that you're guaranteed that they're going to fit inside the luggage. So this is a 4-piece set. Looks like a larger cube here for maybe pants or shirts, and then a mid-size one, and then 2 small ones. And this one actually has a few dividers in it and a separate pocket in the top. Now, one thing these do have, this Level 8 set has, that I like, is that they have these little Velcro, if I can get it off here, these little patches. My wife uses this for makeup, and it has a little Velcro patch that goes onto each. Because you can't see what's inside of it, it tells you what's in there. This looks like it's maybe electronics or charging cables. Can't quite tell what that is. This is designed, this has a shirt and a pair of pants on it, so you know that's for shirts or pants. So I thought that was a good way for a person that, if you got it packed and you don't remember what you packed in there, I thought that was a smart way. Then they have several different little patches that came with it when she received them. This next set is from Trip Travel Gear, and there's several in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces in this. And these are a little bit different. So these are made by, or Trip Travel Gear is owned by Tim and Finn, and they are YouTube. They travel full time as well as have this Trip Travel gear. And this came with it, has a little packing list on the back. These are compression cubes, and this is kind of why I wanted these. When he asked me what I wanted, I told him a new set of packing cubes, but I wanted to try compression cubes because these will pack down. You pack them, and then it has a separate zipper to compress everything. We're carry-on only. The last 2 times we've gone to Europe, we have gone carry-on only, and both of those trips were for 10 days. And we were able to get everything we needed in a carry-on suitcase. So space is kind of at a premium, so to speak, and so the more space we could gather inside that carry-on, the better. So just being able to compress it just gives you a little bit more space and takes some pressure off of your carry-on. So I've got about 9 t-shirts over here. We're going to put them in one of these and see. We'll compare. I'll put them in the old set that I've been using, and then we'll put them in one of the new trip traveled compression bags, and we'll see what the different, how it looks size wise. This set also came with a laundry bag that has a, you can fold it down and then kind of like a dry bag. Or I guess you could put a pair of shoes in there, you know, whatever, dirty clothes, shoes. So let's pack one of these and compress it down and see how well it works. So I have 8 just standard cotton t-shirts in here. And I kind of halfway just similar, they were folded and then I just rolled them over. Nothing fancy for this demonstration. So we're going to compress all this down. Well, I guess first so that's 8 t-shirts. Let's see how wide that is. So we're going to press all the air out of this now. Press it down and see. Yeah, so that does buy you a little bit more space. Packed it down pretty thin. And if I had rolled those t-shirts, probably you could even roll them and get several this way if you needed to. So let's put them in, I'll put them in my old standard tripwise cube here and we'll see what the difference is. These zippers work really well. The material seems, like I said, these are brand new. And the material seems kind of a ripstop nylon. I like the color as well, and they all have handles on the top. Each zipper has a little plastic pull. So I'm going to pack them in here, and then we'll take a look at how they look inside the ones that I've been using. I've got the same 8 t-shirts packed in this packing cube. As you can see, the other was quite a bit thinner, and when space is at a premium, I mean you're buying yourself inches, but that really adds a lot of room in your carry-on when you're trying to go, especially for, you know, extended trip or extended travel. Every little bit of space you can gain in that carry-on really makes a difference, while staying within the weight limit for the airlines as well. This is my wife's level 8 suitcase, and these are the packing cubes that we just looked at. And here's what I was saying. So I also use a Monos carry-on. Monos has something similar to this. It's level 8. They all kind of have the same thing kind of in their product line. Is with their carry-on, it's this cube exactly, it fits exactly inside this. So when you're buying your packing cubes from your luggage manufacturer, you're guaranteed that all the pieces are going to fit. So that one large cube fits over there, and then your other 2 fit in here like that. So you're guaranteed. Unlike with this set, the dimensions aren't specific enough to each carry-on that it's all going to fit in there like a puzzle piece. So you're going to kind of be playing with it to get them all in there. Last packing related thing I'm going to share with you is also these heavy duty, for your 311s, or these heavy duty TSA approved Ziploc bags. These are super sturdy. They won't rip. I used these the last time we went to Europe, and they worked phenomenal. So if you're in the market or looking for something reusable, where you're not just using a Ziploc bag, like I said, these are TSA approved. I believe there were 2 in the pack. I'll put a link in the description below. I have links for all this stuff, and they'll all be in the description below. If you're interested in that level 8 carry-on, I already have a video for their carry-on with laptop sleeve, and I'll put links to all this stuff in the description below. But anyway, I just wanted to share the info about these packing cubes. The next trip we go on, I'll use the Trip Travel cubes, and if I have any problems out of them, I'll be sure and let you know. I do want to take this opportunity to ask you to please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't, or at the very least give it this video a thumbs up if you got some value out of it. It does help us out.